you doing, man? It's your boy Trizxz here, back with another video. And today we're gonna do something a little different here. This is something I wanted to do on the channel. Actually, I've seen it on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. And I kind of wanted to do it here. Kind of want to start giving out like my top 10. Call it like Trizxz top 10 moments, top 10 anything you think of. Like I want to start giving out my top 10 or top 5, or even having a certain debate on here, like a weekly debate or a bi-weekly debate or weekly debate. Just something to get away from the game. So right now, I ain't gonna lie, some of the games out right now, it's not hitting. So we're gonna be real with it. But I want to start out tonight with something a little different. I want to do a top 10, and with the way movies have been coming out so far, I do want to do a top 10, but a top 10 horror themed movies. All right, I'm a big horror fan. Yeah, I'm a big horror fan. I like horror movies. There are certain horror movies that are amazing. There's certain horror movies that's not. I've been through them all. So we're gonna do our top 10 favorite horror movies of 2023. And I'm gonna start with number 10. I'm gonna go with I think number 10 I'm gonna go with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That movie was just downright terrible, boring. The only thing that got me was the kills. The plot was kind of crazy. Like you kidnap Christopher Robin just to hold him there, and then you get hungry, you eat the other kid, you eat the other animals. You ate Igor, and then it's like just the way they were walking. So it wasn't really good. Like it was okay at certain points, but I was like, damn, when is this gonna be over, you know? Number 9, sadly I have Evil Dead Rise. Fun fact, I actually watched this, you know, I can't say it, but you know. So I actually had a bad night. It was crazy. And then I watched it as I was chilled out the next day, and I was like, it's not even that bad. It's more funny than anything. It's more comical than scary. You know, I love the 2013 one better than anyone. You know, Mia, final girl material, bro. Final girl material. At number 8, I'm gonna do the Pope's Exorcism. Nothing good about this movie. It was, I think I fell asleep in the movie theater. I was like, man, this is terrible. Like, when is it gonna be over? Just it's not. It looked good through the trailers, but it wouldn't be something I'll watch again. Like I said, it wouldn't be something I watch over and over. It was cool part of it, but it won't do it. Number 7, it's crazy. I actually have The Blackening at number 7. Now, don't get me wrong, The Blackening was an amazing movie. It was funny. It was way funny. It was horror. It had some jump scares. It's just the movies I have from like 5 and up, they're better in my opinion. They're way better than what I have, you know. So, but I love The Blackening. It was high rated. I enjoyed it. I never had a movie where I was bored or like, when is this going up? So I'm gonna start off with that. We're at number 6. Number 6, I'm saying Insidious: The Red Door. And I seen it opening night, and when I tell you, I think it was like 2 or 3 jump scares that got me like, oh, you know. Other than that, it wasn't really. It felt rushed. That's what it felt like. It felt rushed, you know. Seeing Dalton get older, and I'm not even trying to ruin the movie. You know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not trying to ruin the movie for no one, but just seeing Dalton get older, and then he goes to that little suppression state, and he brings back all his trauma from his past to when he was in the coma and everything. They could have went through it more. They could have went more about the Red Door. They could have went more about stuff that happened with Josh and what led to that. That's what I was waiting on. When the ending came, I was like, damn, it's over already. It's only been like 45 an hour. Coming into the number 5 spot, man, I have Beau is Afraid, man. Now, Ari Aster, we're gonna have a conversation with you, bro. This is the same man that made It's the same man that made Midsummer and Hereditary. So we definitely gotta talk about that, bro. I don't know what you got going on, but we gotta talk about that, bro, man. But I actually watched Boys Afraid on my way home from Atlanta, on my drive back, and for what I can see, it was so good, man. Joaquin Phoenix can act, he knows how to act his ass off, man. But it was good. It really shows you the mind of someone that's very codependent and has like guilt and just has a lot of anxiety, and you were in their head for once, and it was super psychotic. It was good. It was like one scene after another. It was back to back to back to back to back. So it was really something I was prepared for. I was extremely happy about, man. All right, number four. I have this gonna be a shocker for people. I have Something's Wrong with the Children. This movie, oh my god, bro, this movie is crazy. It's basically about this family. They go on a camping trip, and then two teens are going in the wilderness. They get lost overnight, and they come back, and they're basically possessed. They're not the kids they were. They're just doing demonic stuff. It's crazy. It was super good. It caught me. It caught me when I seen the trailer on YouTube, and I said, "Oh shit! I gotta see this. Man." So I loved it. I loved it. I loved the acting. I loved the plot. It had me hooked. It really had me hooked. All right. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Renfield. Renfield's a horror comedy, and it was funny. It did everything it's supposed to do: make you laugh, have a little bit of jump scares and stuff, but it's supposed to make you laugh. Nicolas Cage did his thing. He did his thing in the movie as Dracula, and it was crazy. He acted just like, it was just raw, like narcissist, manipulative, gaslighting, like everything you think of that Dracula would do, he did, bruh. He really did. So probably goes to you. 3, I'm gonna have to go with Malum. Now Malum is something different. Malum is kind of like a remake version of Last Shift, and it's by the same people that made Last Shift. They just had a bigger budget, so they basically just made the movie that they wanted to make, to be honest with you. So it was good. It was really good. It had me hooked. The first few minutes of the movie, it had me shook. I said, "Oh, what is this?" So coming into the number 2 spot, man, I have Scream 6. Scream 6 was off the chain, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, you. Scream 6 was off the wall. Everything, every scene had me hooked. Some of the ghost faces, though, I ain't gonna lie, they were kind of wonky, they were kind of aggravating, but there were some scenes that have you like no way he just did that. The bodega scene, always my favorite scene, I'm not gonna lie, and the subway scene with all them ghost faces on the subway, that was crazy, man. Into the number 1 spot, I'm gonna have to give it to Knock at the Cabin. Knock at the Cabin, hands down, one of my favorite horror movies. I could watch that over and over and over again. I wouldn't get bored. Everyone played their part. I love this so much because all of the biblical references. You know about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You know what I'm talking about. They came in. They weren't playing around. They weren't killing. They weren't playing with the people. They came in and said, "Look, listen here. The world's gonna end unless you sacrifice one of you. Unless one of you guys get sacrificed. Not a whole bunch of stuff gonna happen. Every time they turn one down, I think it was a piece of humanity will not be restored, something like that. But they was too turned. It was too turned. He had me on my feet. He had me on the edge of my seat. And Batista played an amazing role. I'm so glad he's not in the role like how The Rock is playing a big buff guy in Hollywood, playing the same role over and over. I'm glad he moved on from Drax and played different roles. I cannot wait to see what Batista is in. My list might change because I still have The Exorcism, the new Exorcist coming out. I still got Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. What else is coming out? Maxine's coming out, and next week Talk to Me is coming out. So my list might change. Who knows? I heard that the first Omen's coming out too. I want to see that. I think I might go see that. Yeah, I might go see that. But my list might change. But until then, that's my top 10 list. If you have a favorite top 10 list, or you didn't agree with my list, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to like it. Be sure to share it to people, man. Be sure to comment, sub, man. If you're new, you almost be 6 subs away from 100, man. So I'm trying to get to 100, bro. And until then, it's your boy Trizxz. I'm out. Peace.